In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about how you can visualize. I get a lot of comments and they're usually saying, I find it really hard to visualize. Does it mean I can't manifest if I can't visualize? Are my subliminals going to work if I can't visualize? And so I'm just going to teach you how. Visualizing isn't always for everyone, but these are ways that make it easier for you and it doesn't really feel like you're visualizing. Yeah. Hey guys, it's me again. If you haven't seen my face and you'd like to see it again, I'm Esther. Nice to meet you. Why do I always feel like I rush that? Anyway, I feel really discombobulated right now because the camera is standing on a COVID test box and a few paper cups. That's besides the point. I've come up with 4 tips. There are 5 tips, not 4. So past me, you came up with, actually there are 6 tips, I forgot. So the first way is pretty simple. It's writing a story. So you can get a journal. I'm going to show you an example. This is my visualization journal. So what I do is I basically make stories up. Whatever I want, whatever I'm trying to attract, whatever I'm trying to manifest, I just make up a random story of how I would want it to go. I write it down in here with loads of detail, like not missing anything out, making it so vivid, like as if it's a real story. My friend's FaceTiming me.
Were you recording?
Yeah.
Hey guys! I'm American.
Luke, say hi to YouTube.
I also have these 2 visualization books. An example. It doesn't really have to be long. Another example. I actually dated this 2022, so in a year from whenever I wrote this. I haven't read it. I'm not going to read it. But yeah, I started with Dear Diary and then I just made up a story. They don't have to be long. They can be as long or short as you want. But yeah, it's a good way of visualizing because whilst you're writing it down, you're picturing in your head, which is visualizing. So that's always fun and good. The second tip is using a guided visualization meditation. So I have loads of favorites and I am going to share them with you. They're going to be here on the screen. This might not be all of them, but in the description below, I will share all of my guided meditation YouTube videos that I've used that have really helped me. And just made me feel really good afterwards. And I've been so deep in the visualization before that the next day I thought that actually happened. Like I start to believe that that is an actual memory that I have. Really weird, but it's great. So I highly recommend those. This is for people that can visualize but snap out of it. Guided meditations just help. Like they basically talk you through it. They hold your hand through the whole process and allows your mind to just wander. It just tells your mind basically what subject or what topic or whatever you should be thinking about or you should be imagining. So there's no blank space basically. In some of them there are, where it's just silence. But it's usually after it's asked you to like play out a scenario in your head. The third one is daydreaming. We all zone out and daydream sometimes, right? I think when we daydream, it's very easy because we are bored. If you look at circumstances in which you tend to daydream, it might be in classes, it might be before you fall asleep, it might be whilst you're eating dinner, it might be when you're waking up, it might be when you're brushing your teeth, it might be when you're in the shower. So when you're daydreaming, just start thinking about what you want to manifest and then let it just play out. Again, think of a story in your head. Like when you daydream, like you're literally just making random stuff up in your head and like, oh, what a nice scenario, like what if, haha. It's almost like, this isn't a really good comparison, but when people are in the shower and they act like it's a concert, say for example you wanted to become like a singer, like world-renowned singer. Every time you go into the shower, like you literally pretend as if there's a whole audience, like this is your performance, like everyone's paid to see you and you're just singing your heart out. You could be miming or anything, but that sort of vibe, and if it's making you feel good and making you feel like you're actually performing, you feel like your energy's up and stuff like that would be perfect. That'd be perfect visualization for someone that wants to be a singer. The 4th tip is Pinterest boards. I have one on my phone and I also have one literally right behind me. Last year, December, I made this vision board that's up here. The link to that video is gonna be up here somewhere. It's almost been a year now since I've made this, and the amount of things that I've accomplished and the amount of things that's happened, like it's really surreal to me. Like people have come into my room and been like, oh, that's so crazy, you wrote that down. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Making a Pinterest board, you can add absolutely anything on it, and also because it's Pinterest, there are endless images really. You're bound to find something that looks exactly how you want it to. An accurate portrayal of what you want in your life. If you can hear talking or walking or doors closing and opening, I'm on campus. Uni life, the walls are thin. When you're me, you just kind of air out the screaming. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but like it's really loud. You definitely heard that, like come on. These are some of the images on my vision board on Pinterest. I'll try and go slower. So it's got a whole lot of acting stuff on there. This year has been actually very successful, like for me in comparison to last year. For acting, it's been really good. It's been definitely a stepping stone. It goes on and on and on, and then it's like money, vacations, blah 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 blah, relationships, body, YouTube. Pinterest boards are great, and I love scrolling through Pinterest. It's a whole lot of fun, and seeing other people romanticize their lives truly inspires me. And so sometimes I post on Pinterest and I post things that are to do with me and like my friends and things I'm doing, and some people save my posts and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I've like inspired that person, and it makes me feel good myself knowing that someone else relates to me, and also being able to romanticize my life. Like when I'm like looking at other people's pages, I'm like, oh my god, their life is crazy, and so why can't I look at my own life and be like, wow, my life is crazy, even if nothing really is happening. If you want to follow me on Pinterest, my Pinterest will be right here, and you'll also find it in the description. It's a whole lot of fun on my Pinterest. Actually, I'm really overcompensating. The 5th tip, listening to songs that match how you want to feel or how you want to look or the life that you want to live. And also drawing. If you enjoy drawing, like, I know that's like 5 and 6, but you know what, hear me out. It's in the same kind of field of creativity. So, I mean, all of this is creativity. I don't know what I'm saying. 5th tip, and then you get a bonus one. 5th tip is listening to music. I have a manifestation playlist, and it's songs that just make me feel good. It raises my vibration. It makes me feel like I can do anything, or whenever I listen to the song, I can actually visualize me living the life that the artist is describing, or me feeling what the artist is describing. I'm gonna play some songs for you that are on my playlist, and I'll also link my playlist down below. The first song is Glorious by Macklemore. This song is Already Won by Kehlani. I'm in love with my future. Can't wait to meet her. The lyrics to the song, like, I'm in love with my future. I loved watching The Greatest Showman, and it just ignited a light in me. I love watching things that ignite something in me, and The Greatest Showman does that. So there are a few Greatest Showman songs in here, but that one is top tier. I love it. I could go on. Yeah. I'm gonna get copyright for this, and you know what? I'm okay with it. There are a few songs in here, but yeah, the link to my playlist will be in the description. Add any of my songs to your own playlist, like, go ahead. Free reign. The bonus tip is drawing, which I know isn't exactly for everyone, but definitely drawing an expression of how you want to feel, or something that brings you peace, or what you want. Like if what you want is a specific body type or long hair, try and draw yourself with long hair. Like if you're good at drawing, it really depends on what you're good at, like, because I know I wouldn't try and draw me with like curly hair. I can't draw, like it's not gonna look like me. But if you can draw, you know, fuel that gift into manifesting what you want. Those are my 6, even though it was supposed to be 4, but 6 tips of how to visualize. I really hope you enjoyed this video. The link to my social media will be in the description. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post every Sunday while I'm trying to. I'll see you guys next week. Deuces.